When you work in this field, myself, I continually am dealing with businesses where the executives have said, we need AI. But the people who are doing the work don't actually know what problem they're trying to solve with it. So that means that, especially when we're working in GRC, trying to determine whether or not we've actually met risk with legitimate controls becomes really challenging because we don't have well-defined objectives around AI. So the goal of my talk is to really talk about what AI really is in machine learning and what it's a good fit for within the business to help inform management and help decision makers try to decide what the right objectives are that they're trying to solve. A really key takeaway to this talk is, what actually does AI and machine learning do? One of the problems we have is determining what it's a good fit for. As I said at the outset, it's like we've got this solution that's in search of a problem, but we haven't well defined the problem. Unless we're able to well define what our problems are and then know if AI and ML are a good fit for that, it's going to be really hard for us to determine if it's done correctly. So a key takeaway is, what is it really? What is it really doing? And what is it a good fit for? That right now there's this real fascination with large language models. And don't get me wrong, they are amazing. But are they really thinking? Are they really reasoning? And are they the right solution for all of the problems we have? My opinion is no. So what I see happening is a realization that AI is much bigger than large language models, and that designing the right solution for our problems becomes a critical thing to do. I see this evolution happening over the next 3 to 5 years, where AI is becoming more involved within our business process, but AI is different from what we're experiencing today with large language models, things that are tailor built and can work in real time with real problems that we have. When I work with businesses and I work with management teams, leaders within their smaller teams, when I'm working with executives, one of the things I remind them of is that when they sit in a meeting with their direct reports or with other teams and they're discussing some issue, to sit back and ask themselves, what does this have to do with our mission? Now, that could be the smaller mission of the team or the group, or it could be the larger organizational mission. But if we're sitting in a meeting and we cannot connect it to that mission, we should really wonder why we're having the conversation at all. What does that have to do with cybersecurity and AI? Well, a very similar thing. Sure, we're still concerned about mission, but when we're talking about these solutions, we need to sit back and ask ourselves, how is what we're doing really tied to our mission? What are our expectations for it? I should be able to really clearly write down, to document what my expectations are, so that after we've done an implementation, we can look and see, have we met those requirements? And if not, is it worth future investment?